Hey guys, Paul Monroe here, and today I'm going to give you 5 drumming tips that are really going to help your drumming out, and these are tips that you can use right away, today, right now. So if you're ready to get some new drumming tips to take your drumming to the next level, I only got one thing to say. Let's do it! All right, guys, the first tip I'm going to give you is sex wax. That's right, sticky bumps, sex wax. Can I get some sex wax music, please? All right, sex wax. So this stuff is the bomb. I'm telling you. I had an issue, years ago. I'm sure many of you had the same problem with sticks just flying out of your hands. You get sweaty on stage, sticks start flying out of your hands, you start gripping them tighter, and then your playing goes way down because now you're not relaxed. So I found this little trick. This sticky bumps, $1.99, guys. $2. This thing will last you 6 months to a year. Sticky bumps, I use the cold version, purple pack. What does it say? Original surf wax sticky bumps. The cold version. I use this and I put a little bit on the edge of my sticks, and it really helps me to keep a great, and I'm talking not good, great grip on the sticks so they don't fly out. Not only that, I'm a very rudimental player, so I like to play a lot of rudiments, and I like to get my fingers moving around the kit and on the snare drum, especially if I'm doing snare drum technique. And I can't have something sticking to my hand preventing me from opening and closing my fingers. And there's other products out there, I'm not gonna mention them, but there's other products out there on the market that will do that. They're so sticky, great for maybe a guitar player and a pick, because your fingers won't let go of the pick. I mean, we're kind of glued to it, but you don't want your fingers glued to the stick. That's a big problem, in my opinion, because you're gonna lose all that technique. So that's why this stuff, I think, is great. It gives you the freedom to not have your fingers stuck to the stick, and now you can move around freely with them at the same time, have a really nice grip where you feel like you're just playing really solid, louder and stronger, more powerful. When I put this stuff on my sticks, I instantly feel like I'm playing better. It just feels better all the way around, okay? So enough about sticky bumps, let's move on to number 2. All right, so tip number 2 is a pedal tip, all right? A bass drum pedal tip. Now, this is an older pearl pedal. This is a Pearl Eliminator pedal, very, very old model, but I love this pedal. Actually, it has a lot of great action. But it's a very simple pedal. Got a spring here, adjustment for the spring, adjustment for the beater, maybe one more adjustment here for the chain. That's about it. But these days, the pedals, like especially some of the DW pedals, they got like 49 freaking adjustments on there, and it's mind-blowing. I don't know if some of you guys are golfers out there, but there's these drivers, the first club that you hit when you try to hit the ball all the way down the fairway. These drivers that they have now, they're very expensive, but they have like 150 different settings on there. Well, you could do this, and you could slice it this, and you can do this, and you can make an angle this way. Hey guys, here's the deal. If you can't hit the ball straight, I don't care how many adjustments you have on there, nothing's gonna help you. You have to be able to hit the ball straight first. In other words, you have to have decent technique for drumming before messing around with all these other settings. If you think all these settings are gonna help you, you're probably dead wrong. You're gonna realize they won't. But there is one setting that I think would really, really help you a lot, and this is it. All you're gonna do is, see the beater here? And the edge of the beater, the end of it right here, is really to the edge of the opening, so that my beater hits the middle of the bass drum. That's how I like to have it. So I ended up having to bring the beater down. Okay, I had to lower the beater so there was a little stub hanging at the end of it, and lowering the beater so that I'm able to hit the center of the head. And by lowering the beater, obviously it made the shaft a lot shorter, and I was able to make quicker movements, more controlled. So the whole point is of this all this blabber that I'm doing right now about pedals, the bottom line is you may have a whole bunch of adjustments on your pedals, all these different things that you could do. The first thing I recommend you trying is lowering the beater. Just making sure the beater's hitting the middle of the head. Don't have the beater up too high so that it's top heavy or head heavy. And then you can really feel it. Now I can really feel it when a beater is top heavy. So you lower the beater, and that'll help improve your drumming and your double bass playing and your single bass playing and all your pedal playing. All right? I think I covered it all there. Tip number 3. Okay, tip number 3. So the controversy is, do I wear shoes or bare feet? Okay, when I was playing, like growing up for at least 20 years, you know, I played barefoot all the time. And the logic I had behind it is that same thing why I don't like to wear gloves on my hands when I hold the sticks. Because when I hold the sticks, I want to feel the stick on the skin. I want to feel it on my hand so I have full control over it. When I put a glove on it, all of a sudden I lost all that and I just don't have the feel anymore. Okay, and gloves are okay, you know, it just depends on the music you're playing, but again, for my technique, gloves don't work. So I like to have skin on, stick on skin. Same concept for the feet, all right? I like to have my skin right on the pedal so I could feel the pedal. I could feel the control, I could feel the pedal. I mean, I feel like I'm one with the pedal, and it's a real good bond. Here's my current shoe, right? This is not the one that I drum with. The sole is way too thick, right? And I stopped playing with barefoot. I stopped playing barefoot, and the reason why I stopped playing barefoot is because when I got my new pedals, my 9000s, and these are the machine pedals, so they're not the regular 9000, they're the machine. So, and the pedal board itself is very slippery. So I felt my bare foot just sliding all over the place. I needed to find a shoe that was thin enough to where I felt like my foot was right on the pedal, okay? But not so thin where it was, you know, just crap. I wanted to get a little grip on there. And I'm thinking, like, again, surfers, you know, what do they use? Maybe they have like surf shoes or something really thin. So I found these shoes. These are Samari, S-A-M-A-R-I, Samari shoes that I found on Amazon. On the back of the shoe it says Met 520, and I've looked those up on Amazon too, and I see that they do list them on Amazon as Met 520s, but I found them as Samari water shoes. These are fantastic. This is the best investment I ever made. 20 bucks for these. The sole is rubbery, so it has a really good grip, and they're super light, and I feel like my foot is right on the pedal. So look at the sole on that. Look how thin that is, you see? Yeah, I mean, there's like nothing there, and it really makes a difference for me when I'm playing any kind of bass drum thing, single bass, double bass. It really makes a huge difference to have the right shoe on your foot. So barefoot, big shoes, small tennis shoes. I don't know. I've seen drummers use all kinds of different shoes, and even expensive drumming shoes. But in my opinion, for 20 bucks, you cannot beat this. So Samari water shoes for drum. Tip number 4 is regarding the metronome that I use. I use a phenomenal metronome. I really love it. It's called Click. It's right there. Doop, click, and you tap on it, it opens it up. This is a fantastic metronome. I use this for all my lessons, as you guys have probably seen in some of my lessons. If you tap the number, it just starts playing. You could tap here, and you could set up set lists and, you know, different tempos that are already preset, ready to go. Okay, so you have your menu up there. And you got your set list, close that out, and then down here you have all these different settings. You can close that by just doing that, and you're just right back to where you were. But then if you open it up, you have your tempo, so you could, you know, change different tempo that you wanted. You can change the time signature, different sounds of the click. There's so many things that you could do. There's here's where the beat is going to accent. The subdivision volumes. You could have it soft. You could have it soft or equal. And you know, it just goes on and on. There's so many things that you could do in here. I highly recommend this metronome. It is my favorite, it is my go-to. It's called Click. And that's the end of that tip. Woo! Cymbal Sleeves, Cymbal Sleeves, Cymbal Sleeves. These guys from Tama. I love these things. You just squeeze that in and it sits right on the cymbal. And you don't have to do the twisting, you know, there's no threading involved, although they will thread. You just squeeze, put it on, and let go. I will show you right now. All right, guys, you should be able to see that right now. There's a cymbal sleeve. So instead of your traditional, you know, twisty cymbal sleeve that threads on there, you just hold this, squeeze, pop it right off. It is so simple and so easy to use. I highly recommend those. You squeeze that, put it back on, and it just grabs. You could even tighten it back up, or you could even loosen it because it does still have threads on there. I keep it a little loose for my stack cymbals to give it a little, those cymbals a little room to breathe. But that's pretty much it. All right, guys, that is it. That is all the fun I got for you today. Hopefully you got some good tips out of that. Real quick, sex wax. Don't forget the sex wax. Pedal tip, lower the beater. Shoes, Samari water shoes. Metronome, Click metronome. And cymbal sleeves. Make sure you don't lose these. Anyway, guys, that's my video for today. Hopefully you got some tips out of that. I want you to go on your drum set right now and start working these tips right away. All right? Get some new shoes, lower that beater, fix those cymbal sleeves, get some sticky wax on there, and what was the last thing? Oh yeah, always work with a metronome. Click, click, click. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you like my video or my videos and you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell next to it so you'll be updated on all the new videos I put out. And then what else? Oh, hit like. You know, make sure you hit the little like my video if you like this one, and comment below so YouTube will see that. They'll see that a lot of people are commenting, people are interested in these videos, and they will actually share them out to a lot more people. I need your help on that. I always appreciate you guys coming by and checking out my channel, watching my videos. If you ever have any tips for me, please comment below. Let me know what you want to see, and I will see you on the next one.